On January 3, 2021, the NBA world witnessed something special. The Golden State Warriors were hosting the Portland Trail Blazers at the Chase Center in San Francisco, and the night was set to be another ordinary regular season game, or so everyone thought. But for Stephen Curry, it was far more than that. It was a night of redemption, defiance, and pure basketball magic. After missing most of the 2019-20 season due to a broken hand, questions had started swirling. Could Curry still dominate the league without Kevin Durant? Without Klay Thompson by his side? Without the old dynasty power? Damian Lillard, one of the game's fiercest competitors and elite shooters, had recently hinted that life without Klay would make things easier for Curry. Those words didn't go unnoticed. By the time the two teams tipped off, the energy in the Chase Center was electric. The Warriors were struggling early in the season, and critics were calling them washed. Many claimed Curry couldn't carry a team by himself anymore, that the Warriors' era was over. Lillard and the Blazers, on the other hand, were coming in confident. They had one of the most explosive backcourts in the league, with Lillard and CJ McCollum ready to rain down threes. But what unfolded that night wasn't just a game. It was a message written in pure fire and precision from one of the greatest shooters ever to pick up a basketball. From the very first quarter, Curry looked locked in. His handle was crisp, his movement was sharp, and that signature quick release was on full display. He hit a step-back three early in the first, looked toward the Blazers bench, and nodded as if to say, "This is my house." The crowd, though limited due to COVID-19 restrictions, could feel it. Something special was happening. Portland tried to guard him with a mix of defenders. Lillard, Gary Trent Jr., even Robert Covington, but nothing worked. He darted around screens, pulled up from deep, attacked the rim, drew fouls, and scored in every way imaginable. By halftime, Curry had already poured in 31 points. The Warriors were ahead, and for the first time that season, they looked alive again. Lillard was doing his part too, putting up points and keeping Portland in it, but the difference was clear. Curry's rhythm was unstoppable. His energy radiated through his teammates, who fed off his every bucket. Every time Portland made a small run, Curry answered with something louder, flashier, and colder. He'd pull up from 30 feet, drain it, and then turn around before the ball even went in. The confidence, the swagger, it was vintage Steph. As the third quarter rolled on, the Warriors needed every bit of Curry's brilliance. Portland had cut the lead to single digits, and Lillard was starting to heat up himself. It felt like a classic shootout between two of the greatest three-point shooters of this generation. The duel everyone had been waiting for was finally unfolding, and Curry wasn't backing down. Midway through the third, he hit back-to-back deep threes, turned to the crowd, and pounded his chest in pure emotion. The message was clear. He was still the king of the three-point line. The fourth quarter was pure dominance. Curry was sitting at 45 points, and instead of slowing down, he turned it up another level. Every possession became his personal stage. He drove hard to the rim, drew contact, converted tough layups, and kept getting to the free throw line. Then came the dagger moments, the kind of shots that define careers. With just over 4 minutes left, he pulled up from well beyond the arc over a helpless defender and buried it. The Warriors bench exploded, Draymond Green screaming from the sideline, "That's the one!" Curry smiled, his mouth guard hanging as always, and you could feel it. This was history in motion. By the time the final buzzer sounded, Curry had scored 62 points, his career high. He shot 18 of 31 from the field, 8 of 16 from three, and went 18 of 19 from the free throw line. It was a masterclass in offensive brilliance. Lillard finished with 32 points, a solid game by any standard, but nowhere close to matching Curry's explosion. The Warriors walked away with a 137-122 victory, and in doing so, they reminded the world that Stephen Curry was still that guy. For Curry, it wasn't just about the numbers. It was about reclaiming his place atop the basketball world. For months, critics had doubted him. They said he couldn't lead a team on his own. They said his magic had faded with age and injuries. But this performance shattered all of that. It was a statement, a reminder that he didn't need superstars beside him to be great. He just needed the ball, a sliver of space, and his unstoppable belief. After the game, even Lillard showed respect. He said, "You see teams defend him differently now. It's much harder without Clay, but tonight, he reminded everyone who he is. That acknowledgement from a fellow superstar made the night even more meaningful. No, Curry had not only won the duel, but had done it with grace and fire. He proved that the heart of a champion doesn't fade, it evolves. That 62-point masterpiece became one of the defining moments of his career. It reignited the Warriors' spirit and set the tone for the rest of the season. For fans, it was a nostalgic flashback to the MVP years, the impossible shots, the lightning-fast releases, the chest-pounding celebrations. For opponents, it was a warning that even without his splash brother, Curry was still capable of single-handedly destroying defenses. This game also held symbolic weight. It was the moment when Curry officially stepped out of the shadows of the Warriors' dynasty years and reminded the world that he was the system. Every possession, every bucket, every movement screamed leadership and legacy. His teammates followed his lead. Andrew Wiggins, Kelly Oubre Jr., and Draymond Green all played with renewed confidence that night. The chemistry started to click, and from that point on, Golden State looked like a real team again. What made it even more impressive was how efficient Curry was, scoring 62 in a modern NBA game against a playoff-caliber team, while drawing constant double teams, is the kind of performance reserved for legends. His shot chart was ridiculous. Threes from the logo, mid-range jumpers off balance, and fearless drives through contact. He controlled the tempo like a maestro conducting a symphony. Fans online went wild. Social media exploded with reactions. Former players, analysts, and fans all praising the show they had just witnessed. Chef Curry is back, one tweet read. He's cooking again. The nickname that once symbolized fun and flair now stood for something deeper, resilience and dominance. Even ESPN headlines the next morning couldn't stop talking about it. Curry dropped 62, career high in vintage performance. The win itself didn't just help the Warriors' record. It reignited the belief that Golden State could still compete in the post-dynasty era. It reminded fans why they fell in love with Curry's style of basketball in the first place. Joy, creativity, and relentless confidence. Every time he celebrated, pounding his chest and pointing to the heavens, it wasn't arrogance, it was gratitude. Gratitude for the game, for the comeback, for the opportunity to silence the noise once again. When Curry walked off the court that night, you could see the satisfaction in his smile. It wasn't about proving something to Lillard, though that duel added fuel. It was about proving to himself and to the world that he still belonged among the best. That even as the league evolved, as new stars emerged, Stephen Curry's flame was still burning just as bright. And for fans who witnessed it, that 62-point night was more than just numbers. It was poetry. The rhythm of his shot, the precision of his release, the crowd's gasps every time he pulled up. It reminded everyone why basketball is beautiful. It was the kind of performance that gets replayed for years, the kind that defines eras. In a league full of young, hungry talent, Curry showed that experience, skill, and heart still reign supreme. On January 3rd, 2021, he didn't just outshine Damian Lillard. He reminded the basketball world why he changed it forever. If you enjoyed reliving this legendary performance, make sure to hit that subscribe button because more iconic basketball moments like this one are coming your way.